map, just a heavy bread stamp. It flattened their tents like a runaway wheel. That's what pride can do when you don't kneel. You think you're the baker, but you are the dough. You rise for a moment, then down you go. So before your ego starts its victory lap, check if you're a blessing or just a bread trap. Beware of the yeast that puffs you high, the quiet little lies that say you're the guy. Pharisees, Sadducees, Herod in your head. Three kinds of pride in one loaf of bread. So need your heart in the fear of Yah. Let truth cut deep like a baker's scar. Better to be flatbread, humble and true, than a hollow balloon. The pride baked in you. Pharisees love their spiritual show, perfectly polished from head to toe. They measured their tassels, they lengthened their prayers, but their hearts were molded like forgotten eclairs. They posted their goodness for everyone's eyes, but the outer crust can't fool the only wise. If your holy is just for the crowd's applause, you're icing a cake with a rotten cause. The Sadducees scoff resurrection, no way. Angels, miracles, that's kids stuff, okay. They worship their logic, their status, their seat, but a heart that won't kneel becomes dry crust in the heat. When reason gets crowned as the only king, you lose the real hope the dead bones one day will sing. If you edit out heaven to look smart and clean, you're a hollow dumpling, a giant ego filled with hot steam. Herod loved power, the spotlight, the throne. He built his own kingdom, not Yah's but his own. He'd bend any truth just to keep his crown straight. A slave to his image, dressed up as great. When your worth is tied to the views and the likes, you'll sell out your soul for a few more spikes. If control is your comfort and fame is your feast, you're prideful at the least, and ruled by the yeast. So ask yourself quietly, what's rising in me? A Pharisee's performance that others can see, a Sadducees cynicism that buries all hope, or Herod's arrogant trope. Yahshua warned, beware of the yeast, the subtle slow spread of a proud little beast. It starts in the heart, invisible, small, but it flavors the whole life. One pinch ruins all. Beware of the yeast that puffs you high, the quiet little lies that say you're the guy. Pharisees, Sadducees, Herod in your head. Three kinds of pride in one loaf of bread. So trade your fake rise for the work he'll do. Let Yahshua shape every part of you. Better to break as a yielded crumb and swell on your own, and find yourself empty when the heat is done. And when you feel your heart start to overinflate like a sourdough ego convinced it's great, don't let your soul's camp get crushed by an overinflated roll. Drop to your knees and let Yahshua near that rise before it takes control.